Namaste, yogis. Thank you for joining me for this mindfulness meditation practice session. I invite you to take a cross-legged seat, a kneeling seat, or a reclined seating position as we begin this meditation. It will last for about 15 to 20 minutes. If you are a beginner, you can always use a wall if you are sitting cross-legged or on your sit bones. And if you're reclined or kneeling, feel free to use props such as a block or several blocks, a blanket, or a bolster, anything that you wish. And we will begin focus on your breathing. Close your eyes. Shift your gaze forward out in front of you, on the ground, on earth. You can place one hand on your belly and one on your heart for a moment as we gather our breath. Soften the gaze of the eyes and just focus on the ground in front of you. You can bring your hands to your lap or the floor if you're reclined or kneeling. We will begin by taking a deep breath and exhaling our breath. Another deep inhale. And a slow exhale. When you're ready, you can inhale again for another big breath. And a slow exhale. We will focus on our senses. What do you feel right now? Do you feel your legs grounded on the earth? Do you feel your hands grounded to the earth? Do you feel any discomfort? Or do you feel comfortable? If you feel discomfort, acknowledge it and let it go. What do you smell? Do you smell the grass? Do you smell fresh air? Maybe you have food that you cooked earlier and the scent is still in your house. Can you taste anything? Maybe you still remember how the food that you ate for breakfast tastes, and you can imagine it in your mind still. Do you see anything behind your eyes? If your eyes are open, what do you see? Maybe it's colors. Maybe it's a soft picture of something that you're imagining, or a more vivid picture. I'm imagining an apple. I can imagine feeling it in my hand and taking a crunch out of it, for example. Whatever you're imagining, acknowledge it. Begin to imagine your body as rooted to the earth. If you are seated, then you can imagine your sit bones and your legs are rooted to the ground. If you're kneeling, your shins would be rooted to the ground. And if you're reclined, you can also imagine your spine as being rooted to the earth. We want to keep mindful of our breath and let our roots grow deep into the earth. Do you still have a picture in your mind? Whether your eyes are open or closed? Do you still have a scent in your mind that you are bringing awareness to? Or a taste? Do you feel any discomfort or any comfortable feeling in your body? We will acknowledge it now. We will take another deep inhale and a slow exhale. It is okay to let our mind be still, and it is okay to be aware of what you're thinking, feeling, and sensing. Our goal with this meditation of mindfulness is to bring awareness to ourselves, to bring acknowledgement to ourselves, and to bring an easiness or calmness to ourselves. Once again, we can place one hand on our belly and one hand on our heart center. For an inhale and a slow exhale. Focus on what you are imagining, or if you have a stillness in your mind, you can focus on that as well. I'm imagining still water, as in a pond or a lake. I ask you to reflect on what you are seeing in your mind's eye, what you are feeling and sensing around you as we are rooted to the earth. If you need a moment, after an exhale, we can begin to shift our meditative pose if you wish. I will be changing my seated pose just a bit. Now we will take a pause for silence. Notice what you hear. Maybe you hear your pets in your house or your kids. If it's early in the morning, maybe everyone is still sleeping. Or if it's late at night, everyone is rushing to bed. Or maybe they're reflecting before they sleep. If it is the middle of the day and you have found time for meditation, you could be thinking about stuff you have to do later on today. Maybe you have to cook dinner or run to the grocery store. Maybe you have to go on a drive. It's okay to acknowledge that, but let it go for now. No worries. Everything will come in time. We will get everything done that we need to do if it is still the middle of the day. We will focus on our breathing again. Still imagining our body, our spine, or our sit bones, or our feet and legs rooted to the ground, rooted to the earth. We can feel our roots growing deeper into the earth, and we are connecting with nature and the energy around us. If you hear a noise, it's okay to bring awareness to the noise and then let it go. Our goal in this mindfulness meditation is to focus on our senses once again. That is what we are doing, what we are feeling, what we are hearing and seeing or imagining. Maybe what we smell or what we taste. you have any worries for the day or the night or the morning, take a breath and slowly let it go. We are present in this moment of time. And our goal is to just be, to just exist in this moment of time. Feel what we feel, sense what we sense. If you are reclined or kneeling, I ask you to take a seated position on the sit bones and bow your head. I would like you to thank yourself, firstly, for taking the time to just be aware of how you are feeling and what you are thinking and reflecting on. And remember, mindfulness is important. It's important to take the time for self-care. After you have thanked yourself for this time, you can open your eyes if they are closed, and you can exit out of your meditation. Now, I would like to thank you for joining me, and I hope to see you again. And I hope you have time to meditate every day for your well being. Namaste, yogis.